Tim McGonigal. A historic winter storm crippled parts of Montana over the weekend, and the effects are still being felt today.
Parts of the state are digging out after massive amounts of snow fell over the past 4 days. On Monday, the Blackfeet tribe declared a state of emergency and school was canceled there today in Browning. Officials tell us they're continuing to work to clear highways and get roads plowed to ensure public safety. Disaster and Emergency Services officials say law enforcement officers there are checking on evacuees and those needing medical attention. Residents are still urged to stay off the roads and stay at home to prepare for more severe conditions.
We'd like the public to be prepared for the winds that are coming through. As we all know, the winds can gust anywhere from 40 to 100 miles an hour along the Rocky Mountain front. So we'd like people to stock up if they can with groceries and heat and what have you, any other items they need, medication, so that we can make sure everyone is safe and indoors during this time, because we are expecting blizzard-like conditions.
Within the past 2 hours, the Department of Transportation reopened Highway 2 south of Glacier National Park. A huge stretch of the highway was shut down on Monday due to the snow slides and dangerous driving conditions. Crews have been working around the clock to clear the snow and reopen the highway to traffic.
Well, Amtrak passengers stranded on Montana's High Line are finally heading west this afternoon, but this time it's by bus. The westbound Empire Builder was stopped in East Glacier and sent back to Shelby yesterday after avalanches closed down tracks over Marias Pass. Passengers spent the night on the train or in local hotels, and most were loaded onto buses this afternoon bound for Whitefish. While some passengers and families were upset by the delay, others took it in stride.
And then when we hit East Glacier and that night and hit the avalanche, I mean, it was beyond Amtrak's control, and the personnel on the train couldn't have been nicer, feeding us and making sure we were comfortable. So, you know, some people look at it as a real negative, and it wasn't a fun experience, but again, it wasn't anybody's fault.
The avalanche near Marias Pass shut down all the rail traffic from Amtrak and BNSF between Shelby and Whitefish, and that prompted the Park Service to issue a permit to BNSF to take avalanche mitigation procedures. That started today. The rail company will detonate explosives in areas where avalanche danger remains high.
Well, Storm Tracker meteorologist Mike Rollins has been doing some analysis of this storm today.
And Mike, how does this stack up to our previous winter storm?
That's been the question that everyone wants to know. How much snow fell? Well, we have reports anywhere from 4 to 6 feet of snow. In fact, the highest report we received from the National Weather Service that was measured, 64 inches of snow fell in some areas. In fact, here's the complete list, at least the top 6 or so. 64 inches at St. Mary. Again, some reports up to 6 feet of snow that fell in Glacier National Park in the mountains there. Babb, 60 inches. And yes, there are many records that were set here for many of these locations. You can read all of those on KRTV.com. All right, here's the snow depth right now. There's a lot of snow on the ground, of course. This is the mountain snowpack, percent of normal last Thursday, 70 to 80% here. Now look at the numbers as of today. We saw a 30% jump in numbers here across northern Montana, now an above average snowpack for many areas, which is excellent news after missing out on a lot of the snowstorms in recent weeks. We will look ahead to some much warmer weather and big concerns for melting snow coming up in Storm Tracker weather.